Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Love's Teaching Will Travel. Today's episode will focus on teaching from anywhere with remote work. Now, I'm sure many of you have heard time and time again there are some remote work opportunities available. Come to Bali, work remote, become a digital nomad. And I'm sure you're thinking, as a teacher, is this really something that I can do? I know for many years we've seen people work as digital nomads. They've worked in tech, they've worked in finance or other opportunities that allow them to be able to travel and do their work from country to country. And it's easy to think that something like this is not for you, educators, but I'm here to tell you it is. Now, thinking about the Teach from Anywhere opportunities that are out there, today, I want to go over a few of them. So, working remote and how it's changed my life, as well as the flexibility that can come from this, being able to have a bit of work life balance, and what it could look like for different people, whether you're a parent, solo traveler, what have you, but just looking at what remote work can do for you and how it can change your life and your teaching practice. We'll also be looking at remote work opportunities for educators, the different companies that are hiring, and how you can build a life with these opportunities. I'll also be talking a little bit about what I do. Maybe you want to be able to teach and perhaps use YouTube as a platform for teaching, whether it's TEFL or whether it's teaching different subjects, maybe yoga. But there are different things that you can do with technology in order to further your teaching practice, regardless of if it's teaching in a subject or teaching something that people might want to learn about. So, sit back, relax, and listen to what I have for you today. Now, thinking about the different types of remote work opportunities and how it can change your teaching practice, it allows you more flexibility. I will not lie to you and say that it's the easiest thing and you'll start doing it and it'll be easy breezy and you can get up in the morning whenever you like. That's not it. That's not it. It does allow you some flexibility, whether you are single person, solo traveler, or you just want a little bit more work life balance. Be mindful that this flexibility can come at a cost. So, whether it's having classes where you're teaching people on the other side of the world, just be mindful you're either going to be staying up a little bit later or you're going to be getting up just a little bit earlier in the morning. But it does allow you to have your day to do the things that you want to do. So, whether it's going to yoga classes or taking cooking classes or really doing that deep cleaning in your house that you've wanted to do for so long, it does allow you some more flexibility to do those things that really matter to you. Now, if you're a parent, it allows you an opportunity to be able to drop your kids off to school, maybe, pick them up in the afternoon. Perhaps you can go to school activities more because it gives you that chance to have that free time within your day, right? If you're teaching people on the other side of the world, their schedule is going to be completely different than yours. So, let's say you are working with students who are in Asia. If it's 9 a.m. for you, it's about 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. for them. So that's something that you have to factor into whether this is for you or not and how it can change your teaching practice because you would be working some unconventional hours. Now, as far as travel opportunities are concerned, I definitely see where being able to teach from anywhere can allow you the chance to travel. For those of you who want to country hop and go from place to place, this is a great way to make money and see the world. And I am an advocate for this because if you've read my book, you know I'm an advocate for teaching from anywhere, right? And doing what you want to do and traveling the world. So the flexibility and the opportunity to travel that teaching from anywhere offers you, it's something that I definitely advocate for. Now, looking at the remote work opportunities that are available for educators, there are some that are very unexpected and then others that you're probably going to say, wait, I've never even thought about this, but I'm perfectly qualified. Now, looking at some companies, if you're interested in tutoring, right? Let's say you have teacher certification, perhaps you're certified in math or social studies. You can go to the company OutSchool, which I know a lot of homeschool parents use, and be able to provide tutoring opportunities to students. So whether it's math tutoring, whatever time of day that works for you. If you're working with conventional students, you're going to be tutoring after school. If you're working with homeschool students, you might be tutoring during the daytime. So that's something to factor in if that's what you want your schedule to look like, right? OutSchool's a great platform. It allows you to literally, again, teach from anywhere. You are using Zoom as your feature in order to meet and connect with your students. I believe that it's a wonderful platform. It's one that I've used for my own children. And as an educator, I know tutors who use it, and I think it's a wonderful platform, especially for those who are certified educators. Now, if you have perhaps a TEFL certificate, this is a Teaching English as a Foreign Language certificate. Maybe you have a CELTA or another type of teaching English certification, a platform like Preply would be perfect for you. Now, if you're someone like me who has like a set schedule and you're like, okay, I need to be able to teach at this specific time, Preply might be a bit difficult for you because if you're scouting students who don't have the same availability as you, it's going to be a little bit different scouting people. But if you have a more flexible schedule where you can get students no matter what time of day or night it is, Preply is definitely for you. The best thing about Preply, you can charge whatever you like. So there are people who are looking for teachers and they will offer $30 an hour, $50 an hour, $20 an hour. If you sign up and you fill out the application and you pass, the stage that they put you through in order to see whether your credentials are reputable and your experience is, up to par. Let's say you get past that stage and you now have to select how much you want to charge. You can charge whatever you're comfortable with. There are some people who are saying, okay, I'm willing to charge $5 an hour, and others who are willing to charge $18 to $20 an hour. It is up to you what you're comfortable with, especially as someone who's going to be traveling and moving around. You want to be able to make an income that allows you to afford this type of lifestyle. So even though you want to be there for your students and times are hard and you want to be practical in what you're charging, you have to be mindful the type of lifestyle you want in order to set up your income requirements. So if it is $20 an hour and that's what you're comfortable with, then that's what you put on the Preply website. So that's another way, another opportunity educators can get into the remote workspace, and you don't need to do digital marketing to do that. So that's something that I wanted to add. The next thing is, educators, you can start blogging and writing. This is something I've been doing since 2016. Whether your topic is travel or food, or perhaps your topic is education, you can start a blog and monetize it. Use this as your way to get money through advertising, Google AdSense, whether you're using Amazon to get affiliate links. Find different ways to make your blog work for you. Keep in mind, as an educator, you have an expertise. Your expertise could be perhaps teaching history, teaching math, teaching science. Maybe you want to create a blog all about supporting learners in their math skills or supporting learners in certain topics in science. This is something that you can blog about. If you're like me and you just love travel, your blog could be about travel or food, whatever you're comfortable with. But just be mindful, you spend years and years writing, creating lesson plans, speaking to people. This is a great way to get your work into a blog that you can share with the world and use it as income. You can also start writing for other publications. So, whether it's writing for a magazine company, it could be a children's magazine, it could be fashion magazine or travel magazine. But find different ways to incorporate your expertise and your skills into your writing so that you can either create your own platform for writing or you can write for a publication. Now, let's say you've gone to school for writing. Maybe your expertise is in language arts. Perhaps you can start a writing seminar or you can start creating courses, right? This is something else that I think a lot of educators are not aware of. There's so many things that you can do, and you can do it in the remote space, but we're just not told that this is something that's for us, right? It's like, no, these are for the techies. No, we can be techies too, guys. We can be educators who are doing things in the tech space and providing those transferable skills to companies that need them. As an educator, you come with so much knowledge, so much skills, and so much expertise. Things that you can transfer into careers that can take you far and wide and across the world. Don't let your teaching certificate limit you, and don't be limited if you don't have a teaching certificate. There's a lot you can do as an educator. You just have to put your mind to it and really just think about, as you do some digging and do some research, what works for you, what works for your background and your skills and your knowledge base to get you to get that remote work opportunity. Now, something else that you can do moving into the remote work and digital nomad space, if that's what you want, you can start a YouTube channel. So if some of you are not aware, I have a YouTube channel called KJ Around the World. I have videos on there about places I've been, things I've done, from Finland to some clips from Spain to some clips from Tallinn and clips from Quebec City. And this is my platform and my way of sharing my travel experience and some things that I'm knowledgeable in. I also talk a lot about my journey as far as moving into a different type of teaching space and what that means for me and how it feels to be able to teach and travel and do the things that I love. So this is something that could work for you as well. If you're not the type of person who's like, oh my gosh, I can't, get on a YouTube channel and show my face, there are other things that you can do. Perhaps you can create a YouTube channel where you're just highlighting PowerPoints of your lessons, right? If you are a TEFL teacher and you want to be able to highlight some of your expertise in that area, perhaps you can create YouTube videos about teaching your TEFL students and how you can use language skills and different examples of those language skills to support learners. So you don't always have to show your face. There are ways that you can share that knowledge base without having to get on camera. Now, something else that I think a lot of people aren't aware of is being able to create courses or perhaps even coaching opportunities and teaching opportunities on different platforms. So there are platforms like Teachable or Udemy where you can create courses. You can create a course about literally anything. Now, it could be a course on a topic that you're fascinated with. You can create a course on yoga. You can create a course on cooking. It could be anything, right? As long as you have the knowledge and expertise in this and you're able to create documentation, create a lesson, create something that your clients will find useful, you can do this on Udemy. You can create something that works effectively for an audience who has perhaps a similar background as yours. Now, for me, I've looked into Teachable and I've looked into Udemy, and I'm trying to figure out how to use the platform as well because there are some things that I have coming up that I want to be able to share with this community. So keep an eye out, right? Keep a ear to the ground so that you know what's coming and when it's coming. And Perhaps down the line, I can share how Udemy and Teachable has worked for me and how you can be able to use these platforms as well as educators to move your knowledge base forward and share what you know with an audience. Again, this is a great way to be able to teach from anywhere. Don't be hindered by past knowledge or what you don't know about being able to teach and move abroad and go abroad and pretty much teach wherever you like. Now it's a new day. We've got technology, we've got things that are out there to help us move into a different space, and it's important for us to take advantage of it and use these tools effectively, right? Something that I wanted to end on before I go is be sure to hold yourself accountable if these are things that you are interested in and things that you want to do. If you want to be able to start a certain practice for teaching online or being able to teach from anywhere, this is something you have to sit down and plan and do a lot of reflecting on, because you have to make sure that it's right for you, right? This might not be right for everyone. There are some people who want to be able to stay in their classroom and teach and continue doing what they're doing, and that's fine. There are others who want to be able to maybe start teaching online as a side hustle, or those who might want to be able to become digital nomads and teach from anywhere. But you have to be able to reflect and think about what works for you and what's going to help you get to that next step in being accountable in the things that you want and the goals that you set for yourself. Now, one of the ways that you can do that is by picking up my book, Loves Teaching, Will Travel. This book is meant for the educator who is burnt out and just tired and ready to look for a next step, a plan. And the book helps you to just start your reflection process, as well as giving you some action steps and prompts to help you really think about whether being able to teach from anywhere is for you and how you can start that step, the research that you can get into in order to find the countries that are right for you, the working environments that are right for you. And my beautiful baby book, as I call it, because creating a book is like creating a long pregnancy process where you're creating something and you're sharing it with the world, and you don't know how people are going to react to it, but it's yours and it's special, and you just want to be able to take care of it and nurture it and share it with everyone that would pretty much use it as an amazing tool that works for them. So pick up my book. It's available on Amazon. You can get it in ebook format. You can get it in paperback. It is definitely something worth picking up if you're on the fence and you don't know where you kind of want to land on your teaching career. Perhaps you're thinking about retiring or quitting, and you just need something to kind of give you that extra push, right? To say, hey, think about what you want to do, reflect on what you want to do, where you are and where you want to go, and just get started on that journey. So keep in mind, if you have questions, you can always reach out to me on social media. My Instagram is always _travel_light. You can also connect with me on YouTube. Check out KJ Around the World. There is so much that I have to offer, and I'm just ready to continue on this journey of sharing my knowledge and experience and expertise with those who are interested in teaching from anywhere, interested in teaching abroad, and just want to be able to get motivated and just find the right direction that works for them. It has been wonderful coming back again this week to talk a little bit about some of the topics that I think are relevant to us as educators in the field right now. And hopefully this message resonates with you, and this is a message that you can share with others, as well as a message that you can really take to heart on whether you've found something that can help trigger a change in you, or you found something that could be relevant to moving your teaching career into a different direction. Whatever it is that speaks to you about being able to teach from anywhere and finding those teaching opportunities that work for you, reach out to me. It's been great. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Catch episodes of Love's Teaching Will Travel with your host, KJ, on Wednesdays each week at 7 a.m. I look forward to having you. Bye.